Who would have ever thought a man who took 3 times to pass his written exam to get into the military would lead an entire country to victory over the world's most powerful and evil regime? Today, I'm going to inform you about the life of Winston Churchill. For Churchill, war was his time to shine. He did just that in World War II. According to Herbert G. Nicholas, author of the article titled Winston Churchill on the Britannica website, here Churchill was in his element, in the firing line, at fighter headquarters, inspecting coast defenses or anti-aircraft batteries, visiting scenes of bomb damage or victims of the Blitz, smoking his cigar, giving his V-sign, or broadcasting frank reports to the nation, laced with touches of grim Churchillian humor and splashed with Churchillian rhetoric. The nation took him to its heart. He and they were one in their finest hour. My name is John Mark Gorgeous, and through heavy research I have conducted on Winston Churchill, I have learned enough to provide you with accurate information on him. Now let's start from the very beginning of Churchill's life. Winston Churchill was born on November 30th, 1874, in Blenheim Palace, Oxfordshire, England. He was the son of Lord Randolph Churchill, who was a Tory and politician, and Jenny Jerome, a noted beauty, who was the daughter of a New York financier. Unfortunately, Churchill had a very unhappy and neglected childhood. He was a poor student, and his father decided to put him on a military path. It took him 3 times to pass his written exam to get into the Royal Military College. And he was a soldier until 1899, where he resigned to begin his career in politics. Now that we have covered Churchill's early life, let's move on to his political life. Winston Churchill was a British statesman, author, orator, and prime minister who served from 1940 to 1945, and again in 1951 to 1955. He began his career in politics by gaining fame from helping save an ambushed train and escaping from military prison. He was in politics through both world wars, and the first war he saw coming. He even tested his naval mobilization. In 1915, he became increasingly intrigued in the Dardanelles expedition, otherwise known as the Gallipoli campaign. To make a long story short, Gallipoli was a failed attempt to force open the straits and open direct communication with Russia. After this, Churchill had very many reparations from the Gallipoli campaign. He resigned from politics and went to soldiering. In 1917, an article was published that stated Churchill was no more to blame than his colleagues for Gallipoli. He then came back to politics and slowly moved his way up the political ladder. After covering the early stages of his political life, let's focus on his time and his leading role in World War II. Winston Churchill was a key role in World War II. He believed Parliament was a political persuasion instrument in which he was a master at playing. His first speech as Prime Minister he gave to the House of Commons, and he stated, "I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat." He was committed to all-out war and willing to do anything to defeat Hitler. Anyone who shared this view with him, he saw as an ally. He was given emergency powers by Parliament, that Parliament passed legislation for him, which allowed him to have the most power in modern British history. Using this, and his political mastery, his patriotism, willingness to win, he was able to defeat Hitler. He lost the election of 1945 because he truly was a wartime politician, and the public saw this. The voters saw him as a war hero, and he was unfit to lead post-war Britain. Today I was able to inform you on the life of Winston Churchill. Although maybe not the best leader throughout his entire political career, he was able to accomplish beating Hitler and the Nazis. All in all, through power he was given from the government and his strategic skills, he accomplished what needed to be done. He was the right man for the job. Thank you.